Und zurück. Nur noch 4 Minuten bis zur Erfüllung aller Träume. Leider nicht, sondern nur bis zur großen Greenvale'schen Dorfversammlung, die ich einberaumt habe, um mal zu gucken, bisher sind alle verdächtig, wer vielleicht dann besonders verdächtigt oder nicht mehr verdächtig ist. Mein Name ist York und ich bin FBI Special Agent unterwegs, um in Greenvale einen ungeklärten Mord an Anna aufzuklären, deren Bauch aufgeschlitzt wurde und die an einen Baum gehängt wurde und dort durch den Blutverlust ihr Leben ausgehaucht hat. Und es handelt sich nur um 2 Minuten. Bing, ding, 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 1 Minute und wir drehen uns im Kreise. Und. Mit hier so, wie sagt man, Tiefstart würde ich gern. Aber ich kann ja nicht. Doch, kann ich nicht. So. Auf die Plätze. Fertig. Los! Ah, geschafft. Geil. So.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Muss man schon sagen. Na, da bin ich aber mal gespannt. Schön wieder die relaxte Musik hier. Oh. Naja, ist doch nicht alle Einwohner, oder?
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. Oh, that was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Korrekt.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice.
Hier.
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Oh, high heels.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Ja, Mann, Thomas's sister. Thomas's. So weiter.
So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
So, Thomas ist... Was hast du denn aufgeschrieben? Da ist er wieder. Der alte... Wer war das jetzt? Der Lumber-Mill-Besitzer? Oder wie war das nochmal? Auf jeden Fall Rich Guy mit Attitude. Sag allen, es wird das Gas gleich freigelassen, deswegen ich trage Gasmaske.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt.
Ich habe gesagt, Gas freilassen, nichts von Schuld.
When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Gut gemacht.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Große Fragerunde jetzt hier in Greenvale. Soll ich George auch nochmal fragen? Nee, oder? George, Thomas? Ja, vielleicht Thomas mal mit seiner Schwester hier. Was sollte das Ganze?
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Du bist doch der Mörder!
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Klar.
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Das ist bestimmt irgend so ein küssendes Bärchen.
If it's gonna help you any.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
Schade, wir haben es nicht gesehen.
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the
Ist er an
years.
George verliebt vielleicht? Naja, whatever. Jedenfalls frage ich mich so ein bisschen, warum ist eigentlich das Tattoo so aussagekräftig für ihn?
Quite a performance. Mysterious, very poetic.
Er hat es ja bisher nur in seiner Vorstellung
I think many
gesehen.
of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So
Das müsste sich eigentlich komplett reimen.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
So, Harry ist dann einfach mal in Luft aufgelöst. Wunderbar. Was haben wir hier? Ein schönes Käffchen. Ja, ab in die Toolbox damit. Schöner Becher. So ein bisschen. Emily, meine Gute. Naja, dich brauche ich jetzt nicht befragen. No relations to the case. Draußen waren noch alle verdächtig. Hallo? Wo ist eigentlich die Schwester von Thomas? Die saß doch eigentlich hier vorne. Ist jetzt weg. Aber die sehen auch irgendwie alle sehr gleich aus. Findet er auch so? Könnte man glatt denken, das wären Zwillinge. Aber ich will mich über Kleinstädte und die Praktiken, die dort im Alltag betrieben werden, nicht äußern. Ja, irgendwie, ne? Schade. Muss ich tatsächlich mal mit Emily und George noch sprechen. Ne? Mit George an. George. What up, George?
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Ja, sehr informativ, aber irgendwie kann ich ja mit kaum jemandem sprechen. Also Emily, stell mich mal ein paar Leuten vor.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Cool. Dinner. Ja, aber jetzt mal ehrlich. Ich kann doch nicht fragen. Oder gibt es jetzt hier eine Person, die ich befragen kann, oder was? Also ich kann hier noch durchgehen. Sind hier jetzt welche im Foyer, oder was? Ach so, jetzt eröffnet sich ein ganz neuer Plan. Erstmal hier Ascher. Ach, das war Ascher, der Doktor. Genau.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
Eine Mutter ist natürlich auch da.
Then I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Okay. Doch. Fiona. Ist auch hier.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Interessant.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Was ist denn jetzt los? Ist er zurückgewichen von ihr und sie lacht? Hat er jetzt noch was anderes zu sagen vielleicht? Naja. Okay, dann nicht. Sat.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
Of course.
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Gleich mal aufmerksam gewesen. Was ist denn hier los? Ich bleib erstmal hier in der Haupthalle, bevor ich mich allzu weit woanders hinbegebe. Guck mal, Polly. Was macht ein Polly da vor dem Bild? Polly, was ist los?
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Warum wollte sie mir das jetzt nicht sagen?
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
Faszinierend. Polly ist die Täterin. Wen haben wir denn hier? Guck mal, was macht er denn da? Danst der auf dem Boden oder was? Was, eine Frau oder was? Also männlich aus.
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Roaming Sigourney, the Pot Lady. Bei Twin Peaks gibt's eine Log Lady.
My pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Okay, Sigourney auch mal kennengelernt. Weiter geht's. Oh, was haben wir hier? Oh, speichern. Ah, das ist praktisch. Ja, ich mach's mal jetzt schon. Ne? Wie gesagt, Absturzgefahr ist immer vorhanden. Ah, die Folge geht noch ein bisschen. 10 Minuten hänge ich noch ran. Wer ist das denn? Ach, von dem habe ich schon eine Sammelkarte. Ich kann mich nicht erinnern, wie er heißt. George Miller oder so?
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
Ah ja, Jack the Raging Bull. Ah, dem gehört der Gas.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Auf jeden Fall eine sehr sympathische Lache. Guck dir das an.
Hey, good looking. Nice speech.
Nice boobs. Gina the Rose, Jack's wife. Aha.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty
Ja.
revealing.
Oh, this old thing.
Krass, sogar die
You should
Jeans
see
ist
some of
offen,
my
ey.
other clothes. You? Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great. I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
Alles klar, Gina. Vielen Dank. Jim? Jim rede ich jetzt nicht nochmal, oder? Na doch, komm. Na, ich rede auch nochmal mit Jim. Vielleicht hat er was Neues.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean. I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Okay, Jimbo haben wir auch befragt. Wer ist das? Ah, hier ist auch meine Kiste. Okay, aber erstmal hier. Den kennen wir noch nicht. In krokodilslederner Hose.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Wesley the Gunsmith.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Ah, ich kann von ihm gleich kaufen. Ha. Was hat er denn dabei? Die 10 mm, die besitze ich ja schon. Das ist also Quatsch. Wieso wird mir die überhaupt angeboten? Frechheit. Ein paar Kugeln kaufe ich. Was hat er noch? Fackeln. Da habe ich, wie viel habe ich denn? Da müsste eigentlich stehen, wie viel ich habe. Das wäre natürlich praktisch. Aber die sind ja echt ein Schnäppchen. Kaufe ich mal eine. Warum auch Lollipops dabei hat, weiß ich nicht. Aber von einem Waffelhändler, sag ich schon, von einem Waffenhändler kaufe ich keinen Lollipop.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Okay, Nachtschwärmer. Ein Night Swarmer. So, wen haben wir denn hier? Stille.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick Cormack.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You're sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Aha, Nick ist eher der schweigsame Typ. Hier ist eine Kollegin von Anna, nehme ich mal an.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Alle verheiratet hier.
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really. But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Dann war Anna wohl immer im Regen unterwegs, um sich mit jemandem zu treffen. Faszinierend. So, jetzt schaue ich hier nochmal den Gang runter, aber wahrscheinlich komme ich dann nur von der Seite auf die Bühne. Ne, hier ist noch Carol und hier ist nochmal Zigaretten. Weiß jetzt, Zigaretten halten irgendwie Zeit an oder was? Muss ich nochmal genauer rauskriegen. Carol, was ist los? Das ist die Mutter von Anna oder was?
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead?
Was ist das denn eigentlich?
Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving
Ach so, ist die Schwester von Thomas. An den Schuhen erkenne ich.
Smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest. A goddess.
Da zieht sie dahin. Extra for Profiling. So, dann habe ich noch nicht alle. Ah, hier sind noch 2, 3 sogar. Schauen wir mal. Wer ist denn das hier?
Good evening, Agent.
Brian the Insomniac.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm. Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
Oh, der ist ein bisschen in sich gekehrt, habe ich das Gefühl.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Ganz schön ausweichend auf jeden Fall. Q.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed, but why does that bring the FBI here?
Oh, das ist auch Quint Dunn.
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you, but it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. And that was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Ja, stimmt, so viele Namen mit Q gibt's wohl tatsächlich nicht. Wen haben wir hier noch? Der hat die Dartscheibe, eine Spinne.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the darts bar, Swery 65. How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. Yeah, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard.
Okay.
Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Richard ist mit Annas Mutter vielleicht so ein bisschen liiert. Gut zu wissen. So, dann habe ich, glaube ich, alle befragt und damit endet die große Interviewfolge von Deadly Premonition. Und ich melde mich dann wieder mit der nächsten Episode. Ich hoffe, es gefällt euch weiter. Bis dahin, euer Dread.